charge and send a message to the rest of the league at all or anything?
I don't know. I don't know how other people will take it, but it doesn't really matter. I think this was a huge division game. You look at how well Houston's been playing. They were kind of nipping at our heels in the division. So this was a big game. I mean, they win this game. We're all square, and they beat us twice, so they're first place in the division, and we don't really control our own destiny anymore. Of course, you do in other senses, wild card and all those things, big picture. But for us to be able to continue to control our own destiny, and it's up to us and how we play. If we just keep winning, we don't have anything to worry about. We're going to find ourselves in a good spot. So I think in that sense, it's a huge game, and send a message. I don't really know about that, but I just think that to take more control of this division and to take that next step and solidify ourselves, I think it's a huge game, and we did a great job of finding a way to win.
Doug talked about how he wanted you guys to learn how to finish games. Is this an example of that, and sort of what was it like kind of going back and forth throughout the game today?
Yeah, that's a really good team, and we anticipated it being a 4-quarter game going down to the end. You never know how it's going to go, and you hope you can take control earlier and make it a little less stressful on yourself. But those type of games, though, are important because that's the way games get at the end of the year. You're going to get everybody's best. Everyone's fighting. They're scratching and clawing to try to win these games, to put themselves in position, for the playoffs and postseason, all those things. So you're going to get everyone's best every week. So those are how games are, and you got to be able to win those games, even though it's not pretty. And of course, I feel like we left a lot out there and could have maybe taken control of the game earlier and put ourselves in a better position. But it takes a lot of perseverance to go finish those games, especially when there's some mistakes and there's some things that happen. And they made some huge plays throughout the game to really flip the momentum and stay in the game and then give themselves a shot. And for us to be able to go finish like our defense there, getting those sacks, that was huge. So it's cool to see our defense be able to finish the game for us when offensively we were moving the ball but kept kind of stalling out on the 50, 40-yard line in their territory. We got to be better there and be able to close out the game. But it was cool to see our defense play great.
Without Cam, just talk about the job they did.
They did a great job. Protection was awesome. I don't think I got sacked, right? There's no sacks today. So those guys are playing their tails off. Obviously, we had Ezra jump in there and had to play the rest of the game, and he did a great job. He's going to help us, and it's cool to see him be able to get up to speed that fast. I mean, he just got here, so they did a heck of a job. Obviously, stepping in for Cam. Hopefully he's all is well with Cam. Definitely praying for him, and hope it's nothing major. But that guy brings a lot of energy and worked hard to get back from injuries in the past, so you kind of hate it for him. So hopefully it's nothing major, but it's cool to see those guys step up and be able to shuffle around and still play well. And protection was awesome. Ran the ball great when we needed to. It was great.
How far was here at the end of the first half? How did that impact the momentum at all, or no?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, that's a huge play for them. We went from, I'm trying to think how that whole thing went down. I think they missed the kick. So they're thinking they're going to get 3 points. They missed the kick. We get an opportunity, hit a couple plays, then we hit a big one to Christian, almost scores, and there's still a second left. And we took our shot and tried to score and get 7, especially getting the ball out of halftime. So that's potentially a 14-point swing that you can get if you score before the half and then you get the ball and score again. And I mean, that close. They made a great play on defense. I think obviously you want to bet on yourself in that situation. You're on the 1-yard line. Let's go get 7 instead of 3. So I like the aggressiveness. We just got to find a way to get in. That's tough. They made a great play. Got to give credit to them. And I think it's a big opportunity for a big momentum swing for us if we score that touchdown there.
You talked all season about trying to get that chemistry with Calvin. Feels like it's there today, an example of that?
For sure. We're getting better every week. It's coming along with not just Calvin, but the whole offense. We're getting better. We're being more explosive. We're kind of moving the ball at will. We're doing a lot of great things. We got to play cleaner. Too many mistakes, too many dumb penalties, too many, missed opportunities still, even with all the things that we did well. So it's a lot easier, like I said, to get better and coach off a win, though. It's a lot more fun anyway. So we know what we got to do. We got to continue to get better. It's a week-to-week business. We got to bring the same juice next week and play well.
Yeah, a little slowed up on that because it looks like by the way you led him, you expected him to be like a yard further.
Yeah, it's a good question, Gene. I don't want to get in trouble with anything I say. So I think there was, definitely some contact there, but you got to play the game. There's things that happen, and Stingley made a great play. He was actually covering our other guy. He's covering Calvin, and we got what we wanted. And then number 5, I think, maybe grabbed a little cloth there and held him up, and they got the pick. They made a great play, and we got to bounce back from those things. So we were able to, fortunately, because that could have been a big momentum swing, and we were able to find a way to win the game.
What can you say about just not just the day that he had, but making the plays in the end? Talking about Josh, fatigue sets in. Pass rushers are tired. Linemen are tired. You're chasing Stroud all over the place.
Yeah.
But he was able. What can you say about what he was able to contribute to the win?
Just like I said, the defense, bearing down when we needed it. I told one of the defensive guys, I've never seen a guy scramble that much in one game. He's just, getting around, finding a way to avoid rushers. It seemed like we had good rush, the whole game, and he just kept finding lanes and kept extending plays. And I'm sure as a DB, that's like the worst thing is when you're covering for like 5 seconds because he's extending plays and scrambling around. So, they did a great job offensively of being able to do that and extend plays, but then, our pass rush really stepped up at the end of the game and got some huge sacks. I mean, you look at both those plays to keep them, he almost made it, but to keep them out of field goal range and make that a 58, 59-yarder, that's huge. If you let them get some yards there and they're kicking a 50-yarder, that's a big difference. So, that won us the game, and our defense really stepped up when we needed them. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, it was stressful. When it came off his foot, I was like, oh, it looked short because he kicked it real high, and then it just kept going. I'm like, I think he made it. And then it doinked off. It's crazy how that happened. But, yeah, just a great job by our defense keeping him out of field goal range.
From the outside, the way he's playing, the way you guys are playing, the idea of a rivalry between you and C.J. Stroud is an exciting prospect for a fan. Is it something you get into at all?
I want the teams in our division to be as bad as possible. So, no, I'm not. That's how I see it. And the way they're playing, it's exciting. Yes, there's going to be I'm sure some great matchups down the road. And CJ's he's playing lights out. He's doing a great job. To be a rookie and to play how he is, I got a lot of respect for him. I know that. I know how hard it is. I've been in that position. So, he's doing a great job, and it's going to be fun for years to come, hopefully. So, but no, I wouldn't prefer that. I'd prefer if, the guys in our division didn't have good quarterbacks. It'd be better for us. But he's doing a heck of a job and just going to keep getting better. He's still obviously young and a rookie, and to be playing how he is now, it's impressive. It's impressive to watch, and it's going to be fun